Hey everyone. For those of you who know me personally, you know that recently I've been getting back into collecting some Star Wars Legos, and I finally got my hands on a couple packs of my favorite. I believe this is going to end up being my favorite pack of all time. It is I believe the official name of it was the Utapau Battle Pack. It is 75036, and it comes with these beautiful 212th Battalion clone troopers, um, the ones that were led by Commander Cody during the attack on Utapau. And I was going to do a quick little video comparing a brand new set versus some that were opened in, I believe it was 2013. So they've got a little bit of wear and tear, just from 6 or 7 years of just being out of the box. And so yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. We have the new set right up here, looking very crisp. The helmets are they're perfect. I mean, you can see how much detail that they put into these. They're just pristine. And then specifically, this little skirt on them is very, very crisp. No discoloration or anything. So if you compare it to, we've got a couple guys down here that were opened a few years ago. You can see the edges of the cloth does start to get a little bit tattered, and if you flipped over here real quick, there is some discoloration of the cloth, starting to fray a little bit, and I think I'm eventually going to have to take them completely off and maybe soak them in a soapy solution to get the dust off of them. But you want to be real careful with these because they're very, very easily torn and very easily frayed. I don't know if you can see the edge. Yeah, see the edges here really starting to fray a little bit. But we also have the normal troopers, and they actually look pretty good. You can't really tell much of a difference between the new versus the older pack. They might be a little bit faded, but other than that, I mean, there's not really much wear and tear on these. I think it'd be, as long as you take care of them, I think it'd be really hard to destroy these, unless you have real little kids. Then of course they're going to be a little bit harder on them. But as long as you take care of them, they look pretty much identical. So yeah, the major issue here, I think, is with their helmets. I think the paint on their helmets chips a little bit. We can actually see on one of these older ones. I believe it's this first one. I'll take this first one here. Let me refocus this camera. You can see just on the nose here, there's a little bit of paint that's chipping off, and there's also a scuff on the side of it. I think that's really like the main concern, because they are so detailed and the paint is so small that you really have to watch where you put these helmets. The bodies, I think, are a little bit more resilient, but specifically that cloth. So if you do have an issue with it being torn or anything like that, there's not much you can do other than, try and trim along the edges, but you want to be real careful with it. And then you can take it off and soak it in like a warm soapy solution. I wouldn't get a too soapy solution because you don't want the color to fade. But just a little bit, let it soak for maybe 30-40 minutes, something like that. And I might do a follow-up video, just to compare, after I've soaked them in a solution and put these bad boys back on. And if you want to see that, just let me know. I think I might start doing a little bit more of this style of video. I know it's super nerdy, but it's okay. I am a nerd and I can embrace that. But yeah, so um, comment down below if you have any suggestions for more videos of this. I think I'm going to start compiling a little bit more of this specific set, as well as the Republic gunship. I have 2 of those on the way. They should be, I believe they were shipped today. So maybe within the next week or so I can do a video featuring those. I believe I have the 7676 version of the LAAT Republic gunship, as well as the 75021. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys.